If you want to be able to brush your teeth anywhere, then you need this. What's happening, Panda Nation? Peter Von Panda out here in the middle of nowhere, and I want to brush my teeth. So I picked up this. This is not the only brand of these little tiny disposable single-use toothbrushes, but I just wanted to show them to you because I am falling in love with them. So this is the Crest Scope mini brush, and the other big brands I think have their own versions. They're slightly different. Maybe they have a feature that you really want. But what I love about this, and the reason that I picked this up, is I put a bunch of these into my travel kit, my toiletry. I take them with me wherever I go, and sometimes I keep them in my desk drawer or take them to a conference or a day trip. Now, I know that it's not that easy to brush teeth. You know, you got to find a bathroom and a little water, and you wet that toothbrush and the toothpaste, and you do all the scrubbing, and you're spitting all the time and trying to get that toothpaste out. But these are clever in that they are designed to not need any water, to not need a bathroom or a restroom. And so there are times when you are traveling and you're just sitting in an airport and you're like, oh man, I'm not feeling so fresh. My mouth is a little nasty. And you want to get that fresh feeling again. Well, you can grab one of these. This is a 2-pack here. It's a 2-pack Shakur. And I can just open this up and you can see that we have 2 of these little toothbrushes in there. Oop, one just fell out. So I'm just going to pull this out here. They are a mini toothbrush, that is for sure. Kind of half the size of a toothbrush. So they actually look like a toothbrush if you had nothing to scale them to. But on this end, what we have is a little claw. And you can get in here and floss a little bit, so that's kind of nice. I've actually seen these with the little flosser on the end, a little piece of that floss rope, but these are kind of nice. You can get in there, really get that poppy seed out if you want. But right up here, this is kind of the interesting part, is we have a brush head, and then inside we have like 2 dabs of toothpaste. Now, I will say, what I thought this was going to be is just regular toothpaste, but they tend to be a little drier and thicker, I want to say, than toothpaste. It's kind of more like a dehydrated toothpaste. Almost if you took toothpaste and squirted out a little toothpaste onto something and then just let it dry there for an hour. It's still moist and still a little like gelatinous, but not quite as flowy as regular toothpaste. And that's intentional, I think. One, so that it doesn't go everywhere. And then secondly, I've noticed it doesn't really foam up as much. It stays more like a paste. And that's because when you're brushing here, it'll go on there, it'll do its thing, it'll give you that little freshness, maybe provide a little bit of abrasiveness to get that stuff off or polish up your teeth. But it's not supposed to leave, and at least it doesn't in my mouth, like a toothpaste residue that you want to get rid of, that you naturally feel like you're going to have to rinse out. So that's kind of nice. It's just more of a little taster, if you will. Now, the other thing I want to mention here is you can see everything about this toothbrush is about half normal size, and that includes the head here and the bristles. Now, the thing about these bristles that I've noticed is that when I'm brushing with them, they feel a little thicker and shorter, but they're still very soft. I'm assuming they're plastic, not like a silicone, but when you brush with them, it's going to feel a little different. It's not going to feel like the dense but very small, soft bristles of a regular toothbrush. And the way I was thinking about this is if you have a comb and you are combing your hair with that comb and you get all those nice little fine teeth creating nice straight lines, that's what a toothbrush feels like very detailed. You get those really small nylon bristles, right? But this is more like a hairbrush. Longer, thicker protrusions, a bigger pad of them because they're not as close together. It still works equally as well. But if you're using a big brush instead of a comb, that's really what this is. It feels a little bit less detailed, like a hairbrush almost for your teeth. But how well does it work? Well, I'm just sitting here, drank some stuff, ate some snacks, and I'm just going to go ahead and brush my teeth here. I don't know what kind of motion you want to use, the up and down, the circular. But like I said, I'm just doing this. I have no sink, no bottled water with me. Oh, I can taste the mint. Oh, yeah. And I'm just trying to show you that basically what you can do is brush at your desk, in an airplane seat, in the back of an Uber, on a date, in a movie theater, stuck in the trunk of a car, and that toothpaste starts to go away because it's staying in my mouth. And it does taste sweet and delicious. And now my teeth feel cleaner, my tongue tastes that sweetness, and my breath smells minty fresh. You won't be able to tell, but I can tell. Yeah. I would make out with myself right now if I could. And who says I can't? But if you want to be able to brush anywhere without needing water, in a campsite, on a road trip, on vacation, at a conference, in the back of a squad car, inside of Ashley Furniture, on the ride at Disney World, well, you need one of these little disposable single-use toothbrushes. They make a huge difference. I take them with me everywhere. And sometimes when I forget my main toothbrush, man, I'm super happy I've got this. So freshen up before the meeting, before you go on a date, before you do a big presentation, what have you, with this. I'll put a link to it in the description below. Peter Von Panda, out.